I don't know whether you have ever been lost. Myself, I've been lost severally. You're going to a place and then you get lost. And when you get lost, you have to find your way out. When you get lost, you have to find your way out so that you can be able to reach to your destination. Today, I want to talk about why it is important for you to be able to be lost, or why it is very important for you to be lost. You need to get lost so that you can find your way. Getting lost is not bad, because some of us need to get lost so that we can find our way. Some of us need to get lost so that we can be able to engage people and ask them for direction. Because there are some who are really moving on and we do not want to consult people, we do not want to ask for direction. And you know what happens? We even get more lost. We get lost completely. And that's why you need to get lost so that you can be able to find your way out. Yeah, sometimes you need to be lost so that you can find your way out. And this one will humble you because it gives you an opportunity just to be able to ask other people, what do I need to do? Sometimes you need to mess up so that you can be able to ask for directions and be able to get to know what you need to write. And I don't mean that people need to commit sin or need to get involved in bad things so that they can find their way out. But basically the aspect I'm bringing out is sometimes we need to get lost so that we can be able to find our way out. Because when we get lost, that is the time now we get to a chance of realizing ourselves and stopping and saying, I think I'm not doing well. I think I need to change my ways. And then you begin forging the right way. Sometimes things need to get messy so that you can begin saying, I think I'm not doing well. Sometimes you have to be in a situation whereby you are so broke that you begin asking yourself, why am I so broke? Why am I earning money and I can't see where the money is going? And in that particular moment, that one comes out like a turnaround, whereby you're able to say, I think I'm not doing well financially. There's something which is wrong. Possibly I'm misusing my money. I'm not saving enough. You need to reach to that point so that now the turnaround can be able to come in. Possibly you're wasting time. You realize a day comes and you have not achieved a lot. And actually one thing I've realized, and you have heard so many people saying, that we all of us got 24 hours. We have 24 hours. And I'm telling you, there are some guys who harness those 24 hours and they achieve a lot. You need to come to a realization that you're really wasting your time, and then begin planning, begin coming up with good plans and saying, I have to account for every minute, every hour. So you need to have come to that realization. So you need to get lost for you to be able to stand and say, I think I'm lost, and then I need to find my way. So there are some of us who are really lost, and we have not realized that we are lost. So you need to get lost so that you can realize that you need to find your way out. You're able to come and say, I need to find out what way do I need to move in. And so it's very much important. And so what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that the situation that you're finding yourself into, whether it is very negative, sometimes it is good that it happened. Because when it happens, then you begin now saying, I need to come back to my senses and I need to change the way I'm doing things. Getting lost is not bad. Because when you get lost, then you are in a position to find help and you'll be able to get to know the right way. Yes. So is there a situation that you're going through that you feel like, I feel so bad that I'm in this particular situation. I feel so bad I'm in this mess. I feel so bad that I'm in this. One of the most important things, and you actually feel like you're lost. It is a very good situation, because in that particular situation, then you will be able to seek out and say, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And then you'll be able to find your way out. And so Don't look at it negatively, look at it positively, because during that moment, it's when now you can be able to have a great beginning. During that moment when you feel like you're so lost, that moment you feel like everything has come crumbling down, when you're very keen and you seek the will of God and you reason with yourself, that moment you can be able to find your way out. So those moments that are really tough, those moments that we feel we don't need this moment because they are challenging, they are very good moments. Always take every moment positively. Always take every moment. By the way, nothing just happens. Things happen for a reason. I mean, I want to give an example. If you are driving a vehicle and the vehicle has never had a puncture, when the puncture happens, there are two ways you can decide to react in two ways. You can decide and curse that day and say the day is bad, these roads are having so many nails or whatever. But you can look at that opportunity and say, okay, this is an opportunity for me to learn how to change a wheel. This is an opportunity for me to know that I need to check my tires. I need to make sure that I have a spare part. So there are always lessons in everything that we go through. So even when you get lost, when you feel like you are lost in so many things, and actually if you are Christian, you can never get saved until you realize you are a sinner. You can never. You must come to a point and say, I'm actually a sinner. And then that moment when you say, I'm actually a sinner, that is the moment now you feel like I need help. And that is where Christ comes in and washes your sin, cleanses you. And so the experiences that we go through, don't waste them. When you feel like you are so much lost, and that's why I'm trying to say it's good for you. Sometimes you need to get lost so that you can find your way out. Yes. So experience that you go through, no matter how small it is or how big it is, there's always a reason for it. There's always a reason for it, because learn from it. Like you have left your house, you're going to work or you're going somewhere, and then along the way you find you're so thirsty and there's no shop around for you to get some water. There's no water around. I mean, you can choose to complain and say, the sun is so too hot. But you can just come and say, okay, next time I need to make sure that I leave my house with a bottle of water to quench your thirst. So I'm just giving that a small example, that regardless of whatever situation you're going through, there is always lessons, and those lessons are very much important. And that's why I'm trying to say today, it's very good for you to get lost. Very important for you to get lost, because when you get lost, you're able to find your way out. Thank you, guys.